Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for week number 5 of the Tater Chip Racing Series, season number 4, brought to you by Farmington Towing and Sweats Concrete. Thank you both very much for the sponsorship. We are down at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park in Indiana. The keys to today's race is if you get one bad entry going into the corner, your corner's done. You're going to be up in the marbles. You're going to be chasing it the whole corner. You got to be easy on the brakes. And then, of course, you got to let the car rotate before you get back into the throttle. And then save that right front tire. Find out later who's going to be able to have tire management and be able to save it. Lucas Oil Raceway Park. It's a tricky one. We're going to see what happens. And so far, the championship standings, Rick Thompson Jr. still first place. He's got 162 points. He's had top 5 finishes except for week number 3. That was a 6th place at Myrtle Beach. His average finish is 4th. Cole Watts, he's right there in 2nd. He had a bad first week at Oxford, but other than that, top 5 finishes. Ethan Guptill, he's right there, of course, as always. Average finishes at 5th. Michael Saylor out of Somerset, PA. He's right there in the top 5. So it's a close, tight battle up in the front, separated by 30 points or so. Then the top 15, you got Childs, Barker, all that. It's good, close battle. Good, close racing so far this year. Had a couple mishaps. We'll see what tonight's race is going to bring. Of course, we got heat races coming up, followed by our 125 lap feature. But none of this would be possible without our sponsors, Farmington Towing, Sweats Concrete. Thank you both for being on board this season. Season number 4, Tater Chip Racing Series. We got heat races, we got a feature. Don't go anywhere. First heat race is gridding and on pole. No stranger to first place. Ethan Guptill driving the number 14 Turn 4 Automotive. To his outside, driving the Farmington Towing number 29 Corey Robinson. Second row on the inside, out of Poland, driving the number 9, that's Jason Ricker. To his outside, driving the number 86, the father, Dan DeSanto. Third row, on the outside, newcomer this week, no stranger to Tater Chip Racing Series, at number 88, Adam Jocelyn. Working our way back in the field, driving the number 4, that's Dylan Turner. To his outside, driving the number 21, G&E Roofing, out of Augusta, that's Jeremy Douglas. To his inside, out of Bridgeton, driving the number 97, that's Brian Conover. Working our way back still, driving the number 8, Ryan Keniston. Driving the number 51, out of Somerset, PA, driving Enduro Garage, number 51, Michael Saylor. To his outside, out of Cornville, driving the Paisley's Place, number 50, welcome Bollock. Driving the number 43, rounding out the end of the field, Justin Gayu. Ethan Guptill was given an EOL by race control. Not sure what happened. Maybe he spun his tires in pit road, pissed somebody off. He's on the end of the line. Here we go. We're going to be taking the green. Coming heat race number 1, Tater Chip Racing Series, race number 5. Green is out. Ethan's got to work his way back up through the field. Up front, though, Jason Ricker, Corey Robinson holding their own side by side. Corey Robinson likes that outside line. Ricker's getting him up into the high side of the second row. That opens a door for Dylan Turner. On the inside, Corey Robinson driving on board. Number 97 of Conover. Everyone knows there's no cautions in the heat races. Just want to keep everything going, get to our feature. Ryan Keniston in 6th place right now. A few seconds back of the leader. Trying to get underneath Dan DeSanto. Everybody a little loose, got to wait for the tires to build up pressure. Especially coming off the corner. Go Corey, lets off. Almost gets into the Turner. That opens the door for Conover on the high side. Corey back into the throttle nicely. Side by side. You can definitely see off before. Everybody just a little bit loose still. Only a few laps into the 15-lap heat race. Corey Robinson. Farmington towing. The inside of Conover. Conover gets a little bit loose. He's in there manhandling the wheel. Scraping the wall just a little bit. That gives a position away to Corey. Conover tries to come down the track a little bit. Block DeSanto from getting a good run. DeSanto, top 5. Keniston. Turner, on board with Turner in 2nd. Good entry in the corner. Good exit. Single file, most of the top 3. First car side by side is DeSanto, who scrapes the wall right in front of Guptill. Guptill dives underneath. DeSanto's got a little bit of right front damage. Guptill trying to capitalize. They rub. Coming down the front stretch. DeSanto must have some marbles on his tires. Scrapes the wall again. Scrapes the wall again. Guptill just trying to work his way up through the field. He had to start last. Race control gave him a EOL. He was going to start on the pole. He's already up to the 6th position with 6 laps to go. Out front, Ricker, Turner, and of course our Farmington towing, Corey Robinson in the 29, top 3. Looking for a good finish here tonight. Robinson's currently 9th in points. He had a bad first week, finishing 23rd at Oxford, but since then, top 12. And Ethan scrapes the wall just a little, but trying to get underneath Keniston going into the corner. Looking to make the pass. Keniston has a good run on the outside. They're rubbing just a little. Still beating and banging. Keniston rubs his wall, gets into Guptill, spins Guptill. Coming down the front stretch. And like I said, no cautions in the heat race. Guptill's, he looks pissed. With only 3 laps to go, looks like Guptill's gonna finish in the 12th or 11th position. But Ricker with a commanding lead over Turner. Top 4 runaway. Single file coming to the final lap. White flags in the air. Conover, does he have enough time to get up to a top 3? Conover's 8th in points right now for the season. He's doing extremely well. Jason Ricker. Final lap. Clear by at least 5. Robinson's looking. Can he make a top? Ooh, he does. Turner gets up into the wall, gives the position away. Ricker, Turner, Robinson, top 3. Good first heat. Guptill got into a little mishap. Hopefully that doesn't turn over to the feature. Stand by. We got heat number 2. And we are ready for heat number 2, week number 5, starting in the first position. That's the number 55 of Chandler Myrick. Outside pole, the number 70, our points leader, out of Bridgeton, Rick Thompson Jr. Working our way back through the field. Out of Mechanic Falls, the number 41, Austin Cook. To his outside, driving the number 11. Driving the Cam Childs buys your junk. Cam Childs. Next row back, driving the number 48. That is Jason Levesque. To his outside, out of Oxford, Maine, the number 28. That's William Barker. Working our way back through, the number 87, out of Bangor, the Sun, Caden DeSanto. Newcomer to season number 4, Max Cookson, driving the number 39. He's with us this week. Next row back, driving the number 16, Trevor the Arkerman Ward. And in the number 99, that's Jake Plummer. And rounding out the field, out of Ellsworth, Matt Mingo, driving the number 12. Good, strong group of guys right here for heat number 2. Week number 5, Tater Chip Racing Series. Green is out. Side by side. For second, Rick Thompson Jr.'s got a slight lead already for lap number 1. Right on board with Jason. Looking to see which line's going to be moving. Are we going outside? Are we going inside? Chandler Myrick on the inside. Cam Child's getting by. Austin Cook looking to his outside. Max Cookson, no stranger to Tater Chip Racing Series. This is his first time, season number 4. He's going to be working his way up through the field. He's one to watch tonight. But here it is for third place. Austin Cook on the outside. Chandler to his inside, driving the 84. Has to let out of the throttle. Austin Cook takes the third position away. Now Jason looking to dive underneath Chandler. Chandler's up into the marbles on the high side. Right on board with Levesque. Looks comfortable. He gets by. Max Cookson on the inside. Get together with Chandler. Coming down the front stretch. Little damage. It's just rubbing. Chandler's been on the outside this whole race. Everybody's been diving underneath him, going into the corners. Good racing. Trevor the Arkerman coming up through. He had to start to the tail end of the field. He's underneath DeSanto. I think he's got a new paint scheme coming up next week. He's just going white this year. Oh, Chandler gets into the back end of Levesque. We got Got a few cars with some damage in the back of the field. Like I said, though, no caution in the heat race. Chandler's able to keep it moving. Rick Thompson with a commanding lead over Cam. Our points leader. No points in the heat races. But it's a good practice going into the feature. 125 laps here tonight. Cam Childs has got a good run going. Austin Cook looking to go underneath him. And Max Cookson is right there. Cookson's in fourth. Going to be coming to 7 laps to go. Let's ride on board with Cookson. Nice and smooth. Looking to go underneath Cook. Cook washes up the track. Cookson takes a position away. Going to be coming to 6 laps to go. Does Cookson have enough to make it to Thompson? He's right there on Cam. It's only a second and a half back from Rick Thompson Jr. I don't know if he'll have enough to get to Rick Thompson, but he is all over the bumper of Cam. Waiting for a last lap pass, maybe. Cam Childs, 13th in points right now. He's had a couple 16th place finishes and a 12th at Oxford. He's looking for a strong finish here tonight. Side by side, Cookson underneath. Cam not going away easy. He is still there. Trying to get to the outside of Cookson, going in through the corner. Touched just a little bit. Cam doesn't want to go away. He wants the position back. Going to be coming to 2 to go. Rick Thompson Jr. in a commanding lead of heat number 2. Here, week number 5, Tater Chip Racing Series. 4th place is Cook. DeSantos up to 5th. Ward in 6th. Coming to the final lap, Rick Thompson Jr. Gonna go ahead and looks like gonna take the victory. And Cookson, 2nd and half back. Cam Childs is right there in 3rd. Good heat race, number 2. Good clean heat race. Rick Thompson Jr. go on to the victory. Max Cookson, welcome to week number 5. Grabs 2nd place. Childs in 3rd. Austin Cook in 4th. Great heat race number 2. Don't go anywhere. Feature is coming up next. And of course, our Grand Marshals, Beth Eden's 5th grade class out of Denver, Colorado. Thank you so much, kids. Starting on pole, Jason Ricker out of Poland, Maine, driving the number 9. To his outside, Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader, which will be going to the rear of the field, out of Bridgeton. 2nd row, driving the number 4, that's Dylan Turner. To his outside, newcomer this week, driving the number 39, that's Max Cookson. Watch him tonight, he was fast in the heat race. 3rd row, driving the Farmington Towing, number 29, out of Farmington, Corey Robinson. His outside, driving the number 11, Cam Giles. Buys your junk, number 11, Cam Giles. Next row, driving the number 97, out of Bridgeton, that's Brian Conover. To his outside, out of Mechanic Falls, driving the number 41, Austin Cook. Driving the number 51, out of Somerset, PA, that's Michael Saylor. To his outside, driving the number 87, out of Bangor, Caden DeSanto. Driving the number 43, Justin Gayu. To his outside, driving the number 16, Trevor, the Archer Man, Ward. Working our way back through the field. Driving the number 28, out of Oxford, that's William Barker. And driving the number 50, out of Cornville, Paisley's Place, Bolock. Driving the number 99, Jake Plummer. Working our way back through. Driving the number 86, that is Dan DeSanto. And currently sitting third in points, driving the number 14, turn 4 automotive, that is Ethan Guptill. Driving the number 12, out of Ellsworth, that's Matt Mingo. And driving the number 8, Ryan Keniston. And our points leader, like I said, he's starting at the rear of the field, Rick Thompson Jr. And driving the number 48, that is Jason Levesque. And driving the number 4, that's Dylan Turner. Got a strong field of drivers here tonight for week number 5 at the Tater Chip Racing Series. Like I said, Rick Thompson Jr. is currently our points leader. Cole Watts is in second. He's not here yet tonight. He's in the hauler. He's trying to make it. Third place, Ethan Guptill. Michael Saylor, he's right there in fourth, but we'll see what he has for these drivers tonight. He's starting on pole. See if he can get a strong finish, continue with his points. Austin Cook, he's currently sitting 6th in points. So this would be, he's going to look for a strong finish here tonight as well. Everyone wants it, but only one person's going to walk away with a victory. That's sitting on that second row, Justin Gayu, DeSanto, Bo Locke's right up there in the third row. His outside is Trevor, the Arca Man. His paint scheme's looking sharp tonight. And here we go, coming to take the green. Everybody, be ready for it. Austin gets a good jump to start this off. Clear by 3 already. This is a long race, 125 laps. Got to be easy on those tires. Everyone just wants to settle in nicely. Trevor underneath DeSanto. He's looking for a strong finish. He's way back in 23rd in points. Like I said, Max Cookson, this is the one to look tonight. He's working his way up through. He's currently 15th. He's definitely one to watch. Got to be easy going up through the field. Underneath Levesque right now. They're side by side. Don't want to use all your tires up. He's nice and easy on the throttle. Rick Rick Thompson Jr. wants to follow underneath Levesque. Cam Childs is right there. Like I said, these first few laps, everyone just wants to settle in nice. Single file all the way back through. DeSanto bounces off the wall, coming out of 4. See if he can gather it up. He's okay. Plummer right behind him, watching. Ethan getting by Barker on the outside, looking to the inside of Bolock. And we got our first caution of the night. Only 6 laps in. Let's take a look. I know it happened in the back of the field. It's right around Levesque. Childs. Levesque going into the corner underneath Turner. Turner's on the outside of Thompson. Levesque and Turner just get together. Turner gets turned. They're able to keep it going, but the caution comes out. Levesque gets in the right rear quarter. Spins Turner, but like I said, they're both able to keep it going. Quick caution. Don't go anywhere. Rest of the feature coming up. Like I said, we'll make these quick cautions. Just had to thank our sponsors, Farmington Towing, Sweats Concrete. We're coming to take the green. Austin Cook on the inside, Sailor to his outside. Green's out. Oh, and it looks like they're stacking up in the back of the field. Caution comes again. Looked like we had some trouble right around Plummer and Rick Thompson Jr. See exactly what happened here. Coming up through the gears, taking the green. Plummer lets up a little bit. Thompson Jr. gets in the back of him. People trying to check up and not able to in time. People getting turned around. Conover gets in, lifts the rear tires off the ground. Chandler hits back of Conover. Everyone trying to avoid it. Douglas onto the inside wall. He may have a little bit of damage. Jason Levesque has some as well. We'll get this cleaned up. Farmington Towing Truck hopefully isn't needed. We'll be back. Hopefully we get these quick cautions out of everybody's system. We'll get a good green flag run. Week number 5, Tater Chip Racing Series. Cook on the inside, Sailor on the outside, second row, Guyu's right there, and Trevor Ward. Green is out. Cook gets a good jump. Austin Cook's currently sitting 6th in points, and he's leading tonight's feature. Riding on board with Turn 4 Automotive, Guptill. He worked his way up through the field. Caution is out again. It looked like it happened in the back of the field, right around Rick Thompson Jr. again. Let's see if he had any damage. He was right behind Plummer, going down the back stretch. I don't know, maybe if Turner got into him. No, Plummer just let off a little bit, and Rick Thompson Jr. got to the back end of him. And then Corey got into the back of Rick Thompson Jr. to turn him around. Looks like Thompson right there just touched the 99 and went to let off, and Corey didn't see it happening. Plummer went to let off going into the corner, and Rick got into the back end of him. We'll be back. Not even 20 laps in, had a few cautions, try to get the kinks worked out. Austin Cook leading the feature, 125 laps. Justin Gailloux right there in second. Like I said, Cook is 6th in points right now. Justin Gailloux is 19th. They're both looking for good finishes. Michael Saylor, second row, and Bo Locke, Paisley's place number 50. He's right there in the second row. Green is out. Cook gets a big jump. Saylor not able to keep up with him. Gailloux's right there though. Ethan in the turn 4 automotive, 14. He's worked his way up through the field. He started at the rear of the field. Look at that, he's currently 6th. Bo Locke's got a top 5. Let's try to get a good green flag run here. 105 laps left. Cook out to a good lead. Ricker, Guptill working on Bo Locke. Ricker's 7th place right now. Bo wants to get the 5th place back. He washes up the track, up into the marbles on the high side. Single file in the top 7 or so. Cook and Gailloux pulling away just a little bit from Saylor. Ryan Keniston now underneath Bo Locke. Or no, Dylan Turner, sorry. Dylan Turner on the inside of Bo. Those two cars look very similar. Right on board with Barker. Barker sitting 12th in points. He's had one top 10 finish so far this year. He's sitting 10th right now. He'd like to have that. Be a good points night for him. As right now, Cook and Gailloux pulling away from Saylor in this group right here. Saylor, DeSanto, Guptill, Ricker. Single file. Everyone's settling in nicely here. Guptill sitting 3rd in points. He's only been out of the top 5 once this year. That was Oxford. He had a 7th place finish. So this would be a good points night for him. See if he can take the points lead away from Rick Thompson Jr. As of right now, Rick Thompson Jr. looks like he's back in the 18th position. He's been in a couple incidents. Right on board with DeSanto. Trying to make that outside groove work. Saylor looks like he's got it going. Get a good run off the corners. Keep the momentum going through the corners. Guptill's able to make the pass. Now Ricker's underneath DeSanto. And Max Cookson. First week for season number 4. Tater Chip Racing Series. He was fast in the heat race, and he's already up to the 7th position. This is the battle for 5th. Oh, Barker and DeSanto, or Ricker and DeSanto, get together coming off the corner. They get together again in the middle of 1 and 2. DeSanto washes up the track. That opens the door for Cookson. This is the 10th position. Cookson underneath DeSanto. Trying to tiptoe around him. Like I was saying, he had a good heat race. He's going to be fast. We're still early, only 30 laps in. Matt Mingo and Cam battling Trying to get by Keniston on the inside. Keniston's making that outside groove work. Cam nice and easy on the throttle, doesn't want to push the envelope, make it 3 wide. And now that brings Conover in. Conover underneath. Nope, he backs out. Conover is the top 10 in points right now. A couple 9th place finishes, 10th place finish. Now he's from 14th, just settling in. A long ways to go here. Ethan Guptill, able to take the 2nd position away from Gayu. He's got his sights set on Cook. Just over 30 laps complete of the 125 at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Week number 5. Guptill started 21st, already up to 2nd, and he wants 1st. That Turn 4 Automotive Mustang dialed in for tonight. Looks comfortable in that cockpit. Is he just settling for 2nd right now? Get some laps completed. Gets underneath Cook. He wants 1st. Doesn't want to wait. He wants to lead a lap. Side by side. Cook not going away easy. He's on the outside. Ethan so far has the position. Cook wants to do the crossover move. No, he thinks better of it. He lets out. He's going to settle in for 2nd. He knows there's a long race. Gayu, good, strong top 3 going right now. Cookson in 4th. He started near the end of the field. Sailor with a top 5 so far. Got a green flag run here. Dylan Turner, he started 3rd. He's currently still in the top 10. Caden looking for a good finish. He's currently running 10th. Bo Locke, William Barker, side by side. Bo on the outside. Just rubbing the wall. Making that outside work. On board with Kennison. On the high side. Really got a good run off the corner. But with these two side by side, that just brings this whole group of cars in tight. 7 cars wants the position. Bo scraping the wall, 3 wide. Everyone trying to tiptoe around. Not sure if Bo has an issue. Scraping the wall some more. Up into the marbles. Wants to get his tires cleaned off. Riding on board with Conover for the 12th position. Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader, currently running 11th. The battle for 15th, Corey Robinson, Trevor Ward. A newcomer this week, Jocelyn, he's right there. He raced with the Tater Chip Racing Series last season. This is his first week this year. He was able to make it. Ethan Guptill out to a little over a second lead. Max Cookson takes away second from Austin Cook. Cook wants it back. Scrapes a wall a little. That's going to give Cookson the advantage. Justin Gayu with a top 5. What a good finish that would be. Got a long ways to go. Gayu currently running 19th in points. He did have a 15th place finish earlier this year. Caution is out. He did have a good run going. Had to have happened a little bit back in the field. Let's take a look. Bo Locke, he did have a couple issues a couple laps ago. Oh, and it looks like Corey Robinson and him just get together. Going into the corner. Oop. Yeah, Corey just tags his left rear quarter, turns Bo around. Like I said, Bo had a issue a couple laps ago. Maybe that was part of it. We'll get this cleaned up. We'll be back. Actually, we're not going to go anywhere. I'm pretty sure some people are going to be coming down pit road, so we're going to stay right here. Let's see what people are deciding to do. Guptill's on the lead. Cookson's in second. Cook's in third, and they're coming down pit road. Majority of everybody, maybe just for fuel. Only 45 laps in. Maybe some people will take tires. Guptill's in his pit stall. Just fuel, it looks like. Cookson. Same thing. Fuel. Maybe a little bit of damage. Turner's taking left sides. What pit strategy is going to prevail? Some people taking fuel, some people taking left sides. 46 laps complete of the 125 down at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway in Indiana. Douglas was able to lead a lap. He's now in the pit. Now, Cookson, Guptill, Gayu, top 3. What a race this has been so far. Had a few cautions early. And now, Cookson. He was fast in the heat. His first week back to Tater Chip Racing. Guptill to his outside. Gayu's still in the top 5. What a good run for him. Going to be coming to almost 50 laps complete. Green is out. Cookson gets a huge jump. Guptill comes down to the inside. First 4 cars, single file. And we got a mess. Caution's out. Lap 50. Let's see what happened here. Right on board with Turner going into the corner, gets underneath Saylor, washes up the track a little bit, gets him spun around, and then there's a parking lot. Barker's involved, Kennison, Turner hard into the wall. Farmington towing truck may be needed. Stay tuned. We're back. Tater Chip Racing Series down here in Indiana. Got a good battle going on up here in the front. Max Cookson, Ethan Guptill, Gayu, Rick Thompson Jr. all in the top 5. First place in points, third place in points. This is going to be a good battle. Green's out. Cookson with a big jump. Guptill right on his bumper. Riding on board here with Mingo. Austin Cook wants that position away. Gayu and Rick Thompson side by side, coming down the front stretch. Cole Watts pulling onto the field. He was able to make it. He's going to be a lot of laps down, but he needs it for the points. Currently sitting second. Every lap's going to count for him. Trevor Ward, top 5 tonight. Cook and Mingo side by side. That's the battle for 7th. Austin Cook, he pit. He may have taken some tires. Pit back on lap 45. He's looking strong on the inside, but that outside groove gets the momentum down the backstretch. Plummer now underneath DeSanto. They rub a little bit. Everyone's going to be able to gather it up, make it through it. Ooh. Nice save. Ew, they rub again. Bouncing off each other. Cam Child's behind him. Not sure what's going to happen, so he's taking it easy. And they spin. I knew that wasn't over. DeSanto and Plummer get together. They were definitely battling the last couple laps, and it looks like Plummer just gets to the back end of DeSanto coming out of the corner, gets him spun around. And people are trying to avoid it. He was fluttering the gas and then just clips a rear quarter of DeSanto, gets him spun around. And he bounces off a few people. What a good race we have up front. Max Cookson, Ethan Guptill on the front row. 64 laps complete. Max Cookson was fast in the heat, so was Ethan. Cookson was the one to watch coming up through the feature. And here he is, leading lap 65. Ethan Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr. right on there. Trevor Ward, he's in the top 5. Austin Cook and Cam Childs, last pit, back on lap 45. Might have to make one more stop. Oh, and Gayu and Ward get together. Gayu goes for a ride down the backstretch. And it looks like just coming off the corner, Gayu and Ward get together. Everyone's able to make it through. Mingo had a little bit of damage when he was getting in with Myrick. We'll be back. We've had some great racing up front. Few more cautions than I'd like to see, but I think that's going to be over for now. So, Cookson, Guptill, Rick Thompson, and Cook. Front two rows. Coming to take the green. 125 lap feature here. Green's out. Cookson with a good jump. Guptill's going to follow in behind. Right on board here with Douglas on the outside. Cam Childs to his inside. DeSanto right there. Douglas scrapes the wall. Cam gets into the rear quarter of Douglas. Douglas is up into the marbles. Michael Saylor now looking to get underneath Douglas. Douglas is still high on the track. Saylor's going to be able to make the pass. Big group of cars here for the 10th and 11th through 15th position. Almost throw a blanket over these guys. Cookson out to a 2-car length lead out of Guptill. Rick Thompson Jr. is right there. Single file back through. Plummer goes for a little ride. Cole Watts just trying to get some points. Back here in the 10th position. Ward underneath Mingo. Mingo last pit on lap 61. For a splash of gas, it looks like. Douglas bounces off the wall, almost into Lebec. DeSanto and Conover side by side. Inside line's going to be going through. Ward underneath Conover. Now Mingo underneath Conover. Dan DeSanto, Trevor Ward. Battling for the 11th place, 10th place. Douglas still high on the track. He must have some damage. Bounces off the wall again. That gives the Levesque a good chance to get underneath. Ward trying not to let it go 3 wide. Trying to be patient. Douglas definitely the slower car. Ward gets into Levesque just a little. Douglas lets out, lets these guys battle, but they get together. Levesque and Ward, that causes damage. That's too bad for Levesque. Just trying to tiptoe around Douglas. They definitely were rubbing coming out of the corner. Trying to tiptoe around Douglas, and they keep getting together, going through the middle of the corner, and Levesque gets spun. Pit road is going to be a busy place. Most of these guys pit back on lap 40 for fuel. Now I'm assuming they're going to be taking tires. Little 80 laps complete with only 45 to go. Guptill's taking tires. Cookson, he's taking tires. Everyone's going to be taking tires and fuel to finish out this race. Going to be under 40 laps to go of this 125 lap feature down in Indiana. Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Tater Chip Racing Series. Race number 5. Hoping for a good finish. Trevor Ward right now, he's in the lead. He last pit on lap 45. Ethan Guptill just stopped. What a finish this is going to be. Under 40 laps to go. Trevor Ward, Ethan Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr., and Austin Cook. Front 2 rows. We've had a few cautions. Let's see if we can make this a good finish here. Coming to take the green. Ward gets a jump. Ethan has room to come down, and he does. Rick Thompson Jr. is right there. Good run coming down the backstretch, and Trevor Ward pulls into the pit. That leaves it open. Ethan Guptill is our new leader. Rick Thompson Jr. in second, Austin Cook in third. All these 3 drivers just stopped for tires. Rick Thompson Jr. wants a lead. To the inside of Guptill. These 2 are no stranger to top 5s and wins. First place and third place in points currently running. Strong down the backstretch, side by side. Cook waiting in third, hoping for these 2 to get together. He'll be there to pounce, take the position away. Cam Childs in 4th. Max Cookson all over the bumper of Childs. Right on board with Cook, currently running 3rd. Like I said, just waiting for these 2 to figure their stuff out. Hoping they get together and he can get the position away. Cam Childs now underneath Cook. Rick Thompson underneath Guptill. And our ride with your favorite driver fan, Rick Thompson Jr. in second. All over the bumper of Guptill. Cam Childs and Cook get together. Cookson doesn't know which way to go. Doesn't know if he should follow Cam. Stay high with Cook. Right now he's staying high. He was fast in the heat. He needs to have a little patience here. But with only 35 laps to go, he doesn't have time. Him and Cam are still getting together in the middle of 3 and 4. Now we'll see if Cookson is able to capitalize where these guys aren't side by side. Does he get to the bumper and move Cam a little bit? Nope, making it clean. Good battle back here for 4th. Back here a little bit in 7th place. Michael Saylor from Somerset, PA. He's in the 8th position underneath Mingo. Him and Mingo get together. Mingo out of Ellsworth. Looking for a good finish here. Currently running 7th. And he's 7th in points. Last week he had a top 3 finish at Southern National. Up here at your leader, Ethan Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr. running 1 and 2. Good points night for both these guys. One currently in first, one currently in third. Max Cookson was able to get by Cam Childs, and now he's underneath Cook. He wants that third position. He thinks he's quicker than the leaders. And I think if he gets in front of Cook, he may have time to catch him. 30 laps to go. Cookson is in third with 1 lap car in front of him. Ryan Kennison pulls to the bottom of the track. Lets a third, 4th, and 5th place go by. Ethan Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr., Max Cookson. Does Cookson have enough time? 29 laps to go. Most of the field now is single file. Mingo. He wants that 6th position away from Dan. All over the bumper. Dives to the inside. Keniston, a lap car. Mingo, they split the lap car. Saylor trying to stay off of him. It's tough when you're a lap car. You just want to hold your line. If the guys want to split you, just try to stay out of the way. Now DeSanto and Conover. They're side by side, coming up on Keniston again. Keniston wisely goes to the bottom of the track, just trying to stay out of the way. DeSanto, 9th place. Conover in top 10. Cole Watts, he's laps down. He's just trying to hold as many points as he can, because he's currently running 2nd in points. And Bo Locke, 11th place out of Cornville. The Paisley's place, number 50. That'll be a good, strong finish for him. Almost a top 10. He's currently 26th in points. Douglas currently running 12th. He's had his issues tonight. William Barker out of Oxford takes the 12th position away from Douglas. Ward, he's back out of the pits. He's 14th. Got a couple cars in the pit. And our leaders, Ethan Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr., nose to tail. Cookson is only 2nd and a half back. And your favorite ride with your favorite driver, Rick Thompson Jr., out of Bridgeton, following Guptill. Is he waiting? Is he going to make a last lap pass? Or is he going to wait for 5 to go and then make his move? Max Cookson, 2nd and a half back. Does he have enough time? 22 laps to go. Can he catch Guptill? Ethan has led 32 laps today. Rick Thompson Jr.'s only led 2 laps. But the final lap is the only one that counts. Max Cookson, first time this season with Tater Chip Racing, has led 39 laps, currently running in the 3rd position. And he's quicker than the leaders. It's about a 10th every lap. And with 20 laps to go, mathematically, he could be there. If he keeps this pace going, with about 3 laps to go, He's going to be there. Rick Thompson Jr., he wants a lead, and he's taking it side by side with Guptill. Max Cookson loves to see this. They get together, they touch. In the middle of 1 and 2, now coming down the backstretch. Guptill settles in behind Rick Thompson Jr. Rick Thompson Jr. is now your leader. 17 laps to go. And with him and Guptill battling side by side, that left the door open for Cookson, and Cookson is just over a second back. Now let's see what kind of times Rick Thompson Jr. can do with clean air. Our leader, Rick Thompson, 22.6. Guptill just a little bit slower. And like I said, Cookson is quicker than our leader. Let's see this lap. Quicker again. 15 laps to go. Cookson in third. Guptill second. Rick Thompson Jr. leading. Does he have enough time to make it a great points night? Cookson quicker again. Barker wisely gets out of the way. He doesn't want to be the reason that Rick Thompson Jr. misses out on this victory. His fastest lap of the race, 22.3. Max Cookson gets by Guptill. Less than a second lap, or less than a second back. 0.2 quicker. Max Cookson, first race of the season for him to be here. What a great race that would be for him to take the victory. Ethan Guptill, third place right now. Does he have enough to get back to Cookson? Another 1/10 of a second. It's been roughly that every lap. And coming to 10 to go. I think Cookson's going to get there. Another 1/10. Cam Childs, top 5. That would be a good finish for him. Austin Cook. He's quicker than the leader. He has fresher tires. That'll be a good finish. Good top 5 for Cook. Last pit, lap 80. Matt Mingo. He wants that 5th place, and he's going to grab it from him. He dives to the inside of Cook. Does he make it stick? Cook rolls on the outside. Gets a good run. Michael Saylor with a top 10. Saylor's currently sitting 4th in points. And back to our leader with 7 laps to go, Rick Thompson Jr. Less than a half a second back, Max Cookson. Rick Thompson Jr., SRT Racing. Currently first. Cookson another 1/10 quicker. Under 5 to go. This is going to be a showdown. Rick Thompson Jr., our points leader. Max Cookson wants his first win of the season. First race here for season number 4. Everything looks smooth in the cockpit. No lap cars are in the way. 4 laps to go. Rick Thompson Jr. Cookson. Guptill, 3rd place. Then it's 6 seconds back to Childs. This is not over. Cookson is there. He is all over the bumper of Rick Thompson Jr. Coming to 2 to go. Is he going to wait till the final lap? He gets a good run out of the corner. Two to go. Thompson Jr. Cookson. Is he going to move him? Is he going to try to make a clean pass? Final lap. 125 lap feature. Oh, and he gets into the back of him. He turns Thompson Jr. Guptill makes the pass. Guptill's taken the first position away. Race control has penalized Cookson. Ethan Guptill is going to go on to the victory. Guptill, Rick Thompson Jr., Cam Childs. That was a crazy finish. Last lap, Max Cookson moves Rick Thompson Jr. Ethan Guptill able to make the pass to take on the victory. Turn 4 automotive, the number 14, Ethan Guptill. Let's go down to victory lane and see what these folks have to say.
All right, folks, we are down here in the Tater Chip victory lane, brought to you by Farmington Towing and Sweats Concrete. Here we are tonight with our 3rd place finisher, Cam Childs. Cam, how does it feel to finally get your first top 3 in the Tater Chip Racing Series here?
It's actually my first top 10.
First top 10 and come away with a top 3. That's pretty good.
Not too bad. Gotta thank the MMC Hospital in Bangor for keeping me alive and making this dream happen.
Yeah, let's give the folks a little roundabout what happened there. I know we had a benefit race for you. We've been waiting for this chance to be able to talk to you.
Yeah, I just went down to Speedway 95 to race street stonks and have some fun, and we don't lift until the corner there, and when I went to let off the gas, it was wetting, so I went to slam it into neutral, and that track's not the smoothest. And my rear tires hit a bump, popped it back into gear, and I was along for the ride. Broke my C1 in my neck, my T5 in my back, and severed an artery and torn 2 ligaments, and 4.5 hour surgery later, I'm pieced back together.
Well, you and I have actually raced hand in hand quite a few times in real life on the track, and it's always, well, I say always, it's one time, but anyways, it's always a pleasure running with you, and glad to see that you're doing all right and making amend here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Cam, any sponsor do you like to thank tonight for getting you here in Victory Lane?
Billy's Towing, Ron's Transmissions, Bruce Coulter Carpentry, and Tater Chip Racing League for giving me $300 a run tonight.
And we're going to move on here tonight to your 2nd place finisher and no stranger to Tater Chip Victory Lane, Rick Thompson. Rick, last lap spin, still ended up in 2nd place. How did you do it?
I thought we were gonna fall way further back. I don't have much hate towards Cookson right now. I'm a little frustrated with it, but he immediately told me he was sorry and that he didn't mean to. And I get it. When you go to move someone on the last lap, it can happen so fast. And I tried to overdrive into one because I knew it was coming. He just overdrove a little bit further than I was expecting. Kind of sucked. Really trying to win this one for my grandfather. It's his 81st today. He pays for the bills on the modified. He just got out of the ICU like a couple weeks ago. So it's been a rough patch with him, and I was hoping to finally get him a checkered in this since he's gotten hurt. But they'll take second tonight and keep extending the points lead.
Yeah, I knew Cookson was coming out. We were actually, Jeremy and I both were watching it pretty in depth because we knew he was there. We knew he had that little bit extra left in the tank, and I said he's gonna be waiting for the last lap to make a move, and he did. You bobbed, he weaved, and met in the middle, and he just bopped you enough just to get you around.
Yeah, it was just enough to get the rear tires off the ground. Like I say, I get it. And I did to an extent that for the win last year at this track, but I instead drove it underneath the apron and ran the guy up into the wall. So I get it. This place, it's hard to pass. If especially on a long run, the rear tires get gone. You got to be on the outside groove, but you also need to be able to pinch the guy to get the run. Because once you're up above the flat, you've got so much drive off. It doesn't matter which lane you're in. So I get it. Not too annoyed about it. Just heartbroken.
Well, there you have it. Your second place finisher tonight, Rick Thompson Jr. And Rick Thompson, thank you so much. Any sponsors you'd like to thank tonight for getting you in victory lane?
I gotta thank Duran Excavation, GDL Powder Coating, Howell Labs, um, Dave Barry Flooring, Ross Builders Construction, and then my car owners in real life, my grandfather, my dad, and everybody on the crew.
And we're going to move up here to your number one, your victor tonight, Ethan Guptill. Ethan, is this your first time this year back in victory lane with us?
This is the first
Your first
time.
win?
Yeah, this is the first win of the year.
We saw you come back in through the field a couple times tonight. What was that like?
Trying to keep tires underneath the car, it was difficult. This is honestly not my best track. This is a track I don't look forward to every year. It's on the schedule. Sometimes I debate not showing up, but it's a good thing I showed up tonight.
Yeah, everybody seems to hate this place, but I feel like tonight was one of the best side-by-side races that we've throughout the field, from the front to the back. A lot of side-by-side racing, and yeah, a little beating and banging door to door, but a lot of clean side-by-side racing.
Yeah, I know me and Ricky were running real close together for a couple laps there. I mean, wish he probably would have run me a little cleaner, not doored me a few times, but you know what? That's part of racing, and you can't be mad at it. So.
Yeah, once he got to round you there towards the end, I was thinking you were going to get back to his inside and cross him over, but it just didn't look like you had didn't have the drive that he had. Maybe he saved up a little bit better.
Yeah, no, those tires were gone. I probably should have done what I did the first run and saved a little more, but I just went all out from the get-go.
Any sponsors you'd like to thank tonight on your win?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Turn 4 Automotive, Roy's Allstate Hamburgers, Rockingham Boat, Class Motorsports, and OB Builders.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's your winner tonight. Ethan Guptill back in victory lane for the first time this year in the Tater Chip Racing Series. Once again, thanks to Farmington Towing and Sweats Concrete for keeping us rolling here.
There you have it, our top three tonight at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. I just want to thank Farmington Towing, Sweats Concrete. Thank you both very much for the sponsorship. We couldn't do it without you here at Tater Chip Racing Series. Enjoy the Christmas break. Be back here next year, January 7th at South Boston. Enjoy the Christmas break, folks.